Hey, thanks for joining us here at RDP today. We got an exciting elk hunt lined up for you on our brand new lease in Northwest Colorado. I was fortunate enough to draw a first season elk tag, but the downside was I only had 48 hours to fill it. Let's jump right into the action. Blake and I just finished up with a couple exams. We got about a week here of vacation time for fall break from school, and it's 5 o'clock here in Kansas City, and we're driving through the night on I-70 across Kansas. So got to get there early Friday morning, do a little scouting, and see if we can get ourselves on a bull for Saturday morning. It's going to be a long night. I know Blake is pumped for this ride with me, but it should be exciting.
Keeps no tonight. We're gonna set the world on fire. I'm gonna set aside my pride. I'm not gonna be the one to say goodbye. Neither am I. Oh, tonight.
It's 4 in the morning, mountain time, so 5 in the morning on Blake and I's time, and we just got here. Time to hit the hay. We are exhausted, but on the way up here we saw a ton of mule deer. Actually saw a mountain lion about 15 yards off the side of the road, so it's pretty exciting stuff. Gonna wake up here in about 5 hours and get to work.
Introducing an arrow so accurate, it won't just beat your arrow, it'll split it in two. The new Maxima series with dual spine weight forward technology from Carbon Express recovers faster out of the bow and starts spinning 20% sooner for amazing laser-like accuracy. Want to shoot better? Shoot a better arrow. Carbon Express.
Well, we've awoke and now we're heading into town. We're gonna get a few groceries and then head out to the ranch and put a little time behind the glass. Hopefully we can find us a big bull this afternoon and Jordan can squeeze the trigger on him tomorrow. Well, the drive was worth the wait. We made it out here to Pinnacle Peak Ranch here in Steamboat Springs, Colorado. Truly an amazing place. This is an unreal time of year to be out here in Colorado elk hunting. We've got Jordan up to bat tomorrow morning for the first season elk rifle. He's gonna be hunting for the next 2 days. And then Justin Mathis and I will be picking up on October 22nd for the second season for a little mule deer and elk combo. Fresh mountain air, truly an amazing experience. If you've never been out here in Colorado this time of year, you got to do it. This is truly awesome. After a long day of scouting and glassing, we decided to head into town and have a little dinner, and Jordan happened to notice a few lights in the distance, and it was Friday Night Lights.
back to pass again. Travis back to pass. A lot of precision Regan had it. Paxton back. Looking at Joe. Had plenty of time. And he gets it to Richard Gonzalez. Richard Gonzalez with the kick. And up to about the 9-yard line.
I don't know what's more entertaining. I'm coming and watching my crew over here.
RDP is brought to you by Big & J Industries, Boss Buck Feeders, Carbon Express Arrows, Dead Downwind, Frigid Forge, Gorilla Tree Stands, Kershaw Knives, Kill Shot Marketing, Whitetail Properties, and Yo Buddy Archery Targets.
Well, it's opening morning for first rifle season out here in Colorado. Blake and I are headed out right now up a draw here. We just saw the property for the first time yesterday, so we got 2 days to get this done for me before Blake comes back out next week. So we're going to have to work hard here and have a little luck at the same time, but I think we got a real good shot. So let's go.
On opening morning, Jordan and I decided to stay down at the bottom of the mountain and played a little conservative. So we just started out the morning right at the base of the Aspens, kind of glassing up the mountainside. Saw a lot of elk at first light and saw a really nice 6x6 way off in the distance. We were able to get the spotting scope on him and tell that that was a bull we wanted to shoot. We also saw a nice 4x4, probably 500 yards away. Decided not to put a stock on him, thinking that maybe we'd get a shot at the big 6x6.
Blake and I hunted on the bottom of an aspen draw this morning. Saw a nice 6x6 and a 4x4 as well. So I'm going to go back up that same draw. Going to get about 200 yards up. There's a couple wallows in there, so hopefully we'll catch a bull coming in there to cool off. it's the last night for myself out here before Blake and I head back, and he comes back out with Justin next week. We're going to work our tail off here and try to go up a couple new drainages and see if we can get one down. I'm going to shoot a cow if I get a good opportunity, and I think we got a good shot. The wind died down from this morning, so should be good.
As we were heading up the mountain, things picked up real quick as we were already getting into elk.
Where you at? Where you at? Hold on. I can't find him. Do you have a shot? Where you at? What? Oh, right there. Let me stop him.
As we got into these elk, they seemed a little spooked, so I was able to do a little cow calling to slow them down and maybe calm their nerves a little bit. Just enough time for Jordan and I to hightail it up the mountain so we could try to cut them off.
Got a good wind. Let's drop down in here.
After a pretty quick and intense hike up the mountain, Jordan and I didn't see any of the elk, so we decided to do a little glassing while we were up there. Saw a few elk in the distance, but my hunch was that these elk had just slipped over to the next drainage. So Jordan and I, at the last hour, slipped back down the mountain, found those elk, and got in position for Jordan to take a shot.
Can you take the one on the far right? Yeah. Hold on, get up here, get up here. Take the middle one. Blake and I have been working our tails off, and we saw this group of three earlier, right when we were coming in about 2 hours ago, and we've just been hiking all over the place trying to find them, and it's about 20 minutes till it gets dark, and we spotted them, and I think I hit that cow, but I don't know. Come on, Jordan. We are having the hardest time finding blood. It's not looking good right now. But we saw him run off and the cow was not with them. Well, that's pretty disappointing. It looks like, I guess, I shot high. We really don't have a clue. Couldn't find blood. We never saw her go out with the other elk though. It's pretty weird. We looked all over and made sure we were diligent about it, but that happens. I hate when it does. Doesn't happen very often, but when it does, it stinks, even when it is a cow or a doe. But I guess we show you the good, the bad, and the ugly. So that was ugly. Well, we reviewed the footage last night, and if you slow it down, you can see that I hit the cow a little bit far back, but it was a hit. Our good friend is going to go look for it right now. Blake and I got to go and fly home right now, so fortunately we're not going to be able to see if we got it or not, but we know we hit it, and we really think that she's probably laying in those aspens right now, so that's how it goes, I guess.
Well, we were fortunate enough to have our good friend Tate hunting with us out there in Colorado. He was able to stay out there and go and look for Jordan's elk on the next day. Jordan and I had to drive to Denver to catch a flight back to Kansas City, but it wasn't long after I'd got back to Kansas City that Tate had called me and said he had found Jordan's elk. When I told Jordan, he was extremely excited, but on the flip side, it's always not the ideal situation not to be able to recover your animal. But in the end, Jordan was able to harvest an elk on his first elk hunt. Now stay tuned with us for the rest of the year as we bring you more exciting hunting footage.
trains. And girl, that's how you make me feel sometimes. Sure got away from here so far.